Greetings, viewer. You've probably noticed two things by now about this video. One, that it says we get almost all of the Vim Pop Factory, and two, that it's very long. Well, it's very long because I was trying to get to all of the Vim Pop Factory and still managed to fail. Now, I think I have a right to be excused on part of this simply because the Vim Pop Factory is a very important part of the Far Harbor DLC and just the area in general. It was clearly the biggest single employer on the island. I mean, between the people doing distribution, people, in the office, people in the factory, all of these people, it's like it was probably the biggest single employer on the island. Now, it wasn't necessarily the biggest employer. I think the biggest employer was probably the tourism industry or fishing, or both. But as far as a single place for people to work, the Vim Pop Factory was the biggest place. And there is a lot of stuff in the DLC that focuses on the Vim Pop Factory. We are going to be doing a part of the quest for Acadia. We're going to be doing part of the quest for the Nucleus. Plus, there's stuff to find just for you. There's a set of power armor in there to get. There is a legendary weapon to get. There's tons of lore that connect to other stuff outside. So it's a very important part of the story. So the reason why it's taking us so long. But first we're doing a quick overview of most of the settlements because I noticed I didn't look at the castle. So I have no idea how many people are at the castle right now. But here we are, back at Far Harbor during the day, which is kind of nice. But this isn't where we need to be. We need to be down south. And I gotta admit, a part of me is thinking that it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe I should have just spent the rest of the day piddling around the island instead of starting this, at least as far as game time goes, because this is going to put me doing everything at night, which was part of my problem. The lack of light made things that much more difficult for me to deal with. It's the same problem I always have, because I mean, it's like, yeah, I've got my spotlight for my power armor, but that just is like a magnet for attention that you don't necessarily want. So it's just, oh my gosh. Maybe if I could find a night visions goggles mod, it would make my life a little easier here. And there's probably something interesting about this house up here and further on up that road, but we're not going to mess with that today because we've got other stuff we need to do. We need to go up over here, off to the right, where you can see the big pop bottle in the sky. We have been past here before, of course. When we went down to the lighthouse, we came this way, and I was careful to stay far enough away from the doors so that I didn't attract unwanted attention. But of course, this time we want the unwanted attention, so we're going to go in ready to shoot. Maybe. I've been detected. And yet, you can't tell, but I'm constantly pushing Q, trying to get bats to show me a target, and so far not much is happening.
not exactly subtle, pal.
Okay, somebody is shooting at me. Something to be said for the never-ending effect. See, and he just runs off. I love it when they're, I'm spoiling for a fight, and then they run away. Go ahead, Sir Robin. Sir Robin ran away. Bravely ran away. When danger reared its ugly head, he bravely turned his tail and fled. So in my luck, the YouTube algorithm will pick up on that and content match me to the Monty Python. Although I think it's fair to say nobody could possibly confuse me with Sir Robin's Minstrels in the Holy Grail. I mean, really. See, I'm still in danger. But it won't show me the danger. It's like Sir Lancelot. Trying to protect... Oh, which one was it? Gawain? I think he was trying to protect Gawain from the peril. No, the peril is too perilous. Yeah, I don't know why I'm suddenly triggering on Monty Python references here. I really don't. Maybe it's the castle-like appearance of the building. I have to actually pick it up and watch it tonight. The Holy Grail was a wonderful movie. The amazing thing is like it was all filmed at one castle. Well, two castles. The bulk of it was filmed at the one castle. And there's a castle on the island, which was its own thing, so... Okay, we are now inside, even though we have not uncovered Dima's secret medical facility.
I hear something.
We've just gone into the building where the medical facility is. It strikes me as a very inaccurate way of putting it. Oh darn, you can't come at me and hit me with your board. And I picked up his board anyway. That was a big duh. Something's going on. But I don't know what. It's a giant bottle of Vim, which you can pick up, although I forget to. It's just like the giant teddy bear in the bus by Egret Tours. It's like, yes, it's giant and it's really cool. But as soon as you pick it up and put it in your inventory, it becomes a normal teddy bear. The only way to keep it its enormous size is to pick it up and carry it back to Egret Tours and drop it off. And now we come inside. Now, we will, for the purposes of lore, we'll be viewing the terminals, but usual terminal rules apply. If you actually want to read what's on the terminals, just press pause and read the terminals. I didn't pick up the minigun, but apparently Valentine did. No, not yet. Well, he's got a minigun later, so just picked up the minigun. I do try to make a point of reloading frequently so as to not run out of ammo in the middle of a firefight, or at the beginning of a firefight, as the case may be. Big fire in the middle. Ooh, Vim Refresh. And a coffee tin. Yeah, Nick. Let me get... No, now I'm going to get to the tour terminal. One of the few that I don't have to press pause. It's one of the few that I don't have to actually leave my armor to look at. I remember in somebody's video, I don't remember if it was Oxhorn's or somebody else's, but they were pointing out, it was a video on how bad the inflation was. And you look at the tour prices here at the Vim Pop Factory, and it's like, yeah, they are pretty high. But the thing is, it's like at Beantown Brewery, when you look at the prices they've got listed there, they're actually not that outrageous when compared to normal today prices. So it's like, but yeah, on the most part, everything is just ridiculously priced. And we have a hole in the wall that leads to stairs that takes me right back up to where I was before. See, this is pretty much the story of this video, is me ending up back where I had already been. Because it so much looks, it all looks the same. Everything, all these little corridors, all these little areas, they all look the same. Ooh, some Captain's Blim.
You want me to take a look at
Captain's
that terminal?
Blend. Aye.
Or was that away with machines?
Of course. Nick offers to unlock the terminal for me, but I could probably do it myself just as quickly.
That's it.
Yeah, see, this one was easy. This is actually surprisingly easy, because I did my usual editing thing where when I'm trying to hack a terminal, I take a little bit at the beginning of the hack and a little bit at the end of the hack and just kind of fade one into the other. And it's like, it ended up just, it wasn't long enough to do it. So, but there are some where it takes me longer to hack, so it does make sense. Why does she have a safe with all of this ammunition in it? It just seems kind of odd to me. Okay, restroom. He's got food. And pork and beans. And stuff. And we've got more food. And another Vim's Captain's Blend. I don't think they could make up their mind which ones were going to glow and which ones weren't. Because the Vim Refresh glowed. But now the Captain's Blend is glowing. And gotta like those hot plates. You get copper, you get steel, you get circuitry. They are very useful. When you're playing this game for yourself and you're scavenging for stuff, pick up the hot plates. They're just so useful. And now we've got a hole. This hole is a very iffy thing because it can leave you in an awkward position.
Yes.
Or so the Wikipedia says about it. And yes, I didn't make the jump, so I went down the hole, but I went down the hole, so I'm okay. And since it's so close to the stairs, it's just easier to go back up this way. So there we go. We're doing good. Alright, so we'll flip there. Nothing to see here. And here we are above the big hole in the floor where the fire is. Surprised the whole building isn't burning down. Yeah, we've already looked there. And we go around here. And you see all these cubicles. So you know they had to have a lot of people working here. Cubicles everywhere. They had tour guides running. They had, people that were mentioned in the email messages. Drinking class. That's an overdue book, and I didn't pick it up. Did I? No. And now I have to get out of the armor again so I can play with the terminal again. So
Sweet.
again, it was pretty easy. So, and again, hit pause if you want to read it. Or I suppose you could just go to the Wikipedia and read them there too. They have a place where they've got all of the terminal entries listed, so it's easy to find them and easy to read them. Although they aren't necessarily in context, they're just listed. So you gotta kind of remember where you might have seen these before. Alright. Balls. Oh, now I can see. There's the giant Vim. So come around here, come around here, come around here. This isn't what I wanted, but this is what I ended up doing.
You see a lot of folks at their worst.
I've been there.
Line of work.
See, that's the thing. I just end up doing a lot of backtracking. There's an orange door. I have not opened the orange door. Go through the orange door, Bill. The scary door. We found
Got it.
the scary door. There's more Vim. And Captain's Blend. And booze. Bottles. Probably didn't need the bottles. Teddy bear. Burnt book. Globe. An aluminum can. Or, for those of you across the pond, an aluminum can. And now we'll look at the CEO's terminal, which I could have just looked over for the, there supposedly is a nearby holotape with the password on it, which could have just saved me that much time. Oh God, I've got to get out of here. Internal mail relay. Gee, it must be a bummer to found a company and have it being taken away by the idiots on your board. Although I guess he didn't found the company. Like that one guy from that one company that's in the news right now. I don't know your politics, so I'm not going to go any further than that. Just in case it's against your politics. I do try to be relatively neutral here. The island. Oh man. And then it's like, oh, okay, I can go this way. And the thing is I go this way. And if it had been daylight outside, I might have been able to do more here. But it's not daylight, so I end up not investigating this area as well as I should have. Very frustrating. You see, it's like
Someone there.
getting later in the evening, and with the penetrator perk, I probably could have just shot him there, but I don't have the penetrator perk. It's a good argument for it, though, I'll admit that. See, but it's because my little caution light is on, I can't really risk lighting a light.
Ah! Found you! Soft!
Boom. Boom. I don't know what exploded. Oh, that's what exploded.
You got guts.
Brute with a missile launcher. That's always fun. But Nick found the brute with the missile launcher
Only
and
one of us survives this!
using
And
the
it won't be you!
minigun on
Getting
him.
along.
I don't need another missile launcher. Why did I pick up the sledgehammer? Oh my gosh. There was a whole bunch of stuff there that I probably should have investigated, and I didn't. See, there's something to be said for not knowing what's in a place. See, had I not known what was here beforehand, this would have been a lot shorter. Because I wouldn't have spent so much time looking for something. But we'll save that for later.
What I can do.
Oh well. This... Where does this go? What am I doing? This is the refueler area, so it seems. I'm in danger. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm hearing the suicider timer ticking. But I can't find them anywhere. I end up just going back inside. And spoiler alert, I never do find a super mutant suicider anywhere. So, okay, the Vim Factory. Well, we'll go ahead and go in here then. And I'm in immediate danger. Quick peek to see what's going on around us. We're going down the stairs. More stairs. Wow, I have a pepper, but it's like way down. Oh look,
What's that?
glowing mutant hound.
There.
Super Mutant Warlord. And the Mutant Town. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, you can get a tame, usable Mutant Hound from Erickson. Wrong button. And get right through. Whoa! Like I was saying, you can get a tame Mutant Hound from Erickson. But, like the glowing wolf that you can also get from Erickson, you have to be careful with what you do with them, because they emit low levels of radiation and they will make your population sick, unless you like send them to the slog. They don't care about radiation, so you can send them to the slog and everybody will be happy. They will have a new person to watch over them. Animal to watch over them anyway. Alright, we'll go for the leg. Yeah, there's too much between him and me. Don't know if I'm going to be able, I would be able to shoot through that. Yeah, that's the thing. Some things you can shoot through, some things you can't. Makes it very annoying.
You'll never leave here alive! Hey,
coming up here? He's coming up here. Congratulations, you walked right into the fire. Check right in the corner to reload. And pop back out. And just go ahead and switch to the shotgun for this up close and personal action. Alright. Ooh, there's a cage there with what looks like maybe interesting stuff.
I think we ought to talk.
And I'm like, oh, we need to have a talk.
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh no, nothing's wrong.
We've just been traveling for a while now, and I figured, especially after all that stuff with Dima, that you deserve to know more about me. So, there anything you want to know?
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups.
You remember when Dima was talking about the Institute's personality experiments? My memories. My personality. They're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. But hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening.
I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap. A body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Come to think of it, that was probably just after Dima and I had fought. It was a confusing couple of weeks all around. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. Local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. Something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
I do what's needed.
Well, you certainly seem to judge doing good pretty high on your list of necessities. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Well, there was a big chunk of time got used up. And here's where I decide, wait, I've got something else I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, so it's over this way. It's like, oh my gosh, it was right there.
Excellent.
If I hadn't turned that...
Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
I hadn't clicked on that objective. Jeez. Don't grow old, folks. Your memory's the first thing to go. If I hadn't clicked on that objective link, I probably would have walked right past this one. See, that's the problem, the reason why we spend so much time here. Because, I mean, we have a pipper for the Acadia quest. We had a pipper for the Nucleus quest. There's not a pipper for the other stuff I need to find here, or I want to find here. That's just stuff that I'm just supposed to randomly hit upon. And, you know, of course, since I know this stuff is here, I'm looking for it, and it's just eating up a lot of time. Yes, that little shift there was me skipping a lot of not getting it. Now, these messages here were put in by one Erickson, in case you haven't figured that out. This is where Erickson is actually gaining control of his sanity. Whether it's the radiation or all of the Vim Pop they were drinking. Maybe there's something in the Vim Pop that counteracts the FEV virus a little bit. Who knows? Who knows? Vim Pop could be a cure to the FEV. Wow. And wow, it's almost as if I'd already been in here. Because there's nothing in the duffel bag, there's not much here, there's nothing in the ammo case worth mentioning, and it's just, that was a waste of time, basically. So, we need to head down a bit, apparently. These are more of those little cubicles, or as Oxhorn likes to call them, pods. I suppose is a good enough description of them. Okay, this doesn't go anywhere, but this does. Okay, it's just a door. It's not a door to someplace else.
Someone there!
And we have... oh, we have a legendary. Yeah, I decided to try this, which is handy. And since it's got like some sort of scope on it now,
Today. It was
problem is it's not really
Huh? What's that?
best for this. Yeah, it doesn't help that I've got this guy sneaking in here, so... die already.
Dumb move.
Yeah, we kind of come back here and hide a little bit. But since Nick is out there battling, I have to help Nick. Get that then. It's time to get Big Bad.
Really want this to be the last one?
pretty powerful little, there we go, we used the handy dandy shotgun on him. And he's down. And what do I get from him? That's not bad. A Sentinel Synth's left leg. Oh, golly. I'm just so underwhelmed by some of this stuff. Aha! But this was good. I needed to go this way. Because that is one of our targets. One of the targets that isn't marked. Okay, there's a fusion core in it, so now we have to try to
Something for you? Done and done.
get Nick to go in there.
Hey,
I'm all ears.
Oh, he's actually going in. Okay, cancel that. Back out. Now, if for some reason you haven't found both sets of armor by now, there should be the paint schemes in here. But if you have found them, then you don't get the paint schemes because, well, supposedly you already know how to do the paint. So there's that.
Anything I can plug for you?
But let me get in my armor. So now there's this prettily painted set of 351 power armor. The choice of soda companies all across the eastern seaboard. Well, I can't say that. I don't know if there's... Most of the power armor in the Capital Wasteland is the old style that works different than this. And we've been here. And here is...
Someone there?
the Vim ports, plates, TV dinner tray. TV dinner trays have aluminum. That's always a nice choice. Didn't really need the base though.
I can hear you.
Another captain's blend, not just the Vim. A toy car. This leads out into here. There's a safe and a telephone. Bottle caps. An empty Vim machine. Taste testing instructions. And notes. How the Vim's Captain blends makes you smell like a fish. So that's fun and exciting.
Oh, boring.
Hey, we're at least past the halfway point, so I guess that's a good thing. Stuff, more stuff. Telephone, more copper. An unlocked safe. Well, that was useful enough. Some ammo.
They got me mad.
Some more goodies. Some more goodies. And a big drop.
Something out there.
Why is the fact that he's on fire not affecting him? I guess it is affecting him a little bit. You watch his hit points slowly drop as he's burning. Okay, next. Tail. Oil canister. Decide to go ahead and set the Protectron loose. Proceed to mixing station. Doyle Reed. Madison Young. No. And the Protectron control. Yeah, it's just activating. Then do his thing.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Yeah, we've been there already. Head down. Yeah, basically the pipper's always leading down. So we need to start heading down. There's more down. And if we've been here, we didn't pick this stuff up. So we picked this stuff up. I ignored the, oh, how good of me. There's like Brahmin milk in the fridge and I didn't pick that up. It was either Brahmin milk or it was just a empty milk bottle. Either way. Super Thaw antifreeze. Well, that'll be good. That means I can make more reactor coolants. That's always helpful. And
Hey,
I'm listening.
yeah, I need to unload more stuff. See, there was something to be said for not jumping right into this in this episode. If I'd gone and piddled around at the settlements, I could have emptied my inventory beforehand. Because now not only am I full up, but I'm going to fill up poor Nick here, and we'll end this episode with me relying on my extra strength perks to get there. I don't know if these radium rifles would be that useful against super mutants. It's a bottle of Vim. I want the bottle of Vim. Alright, I got the bottle of Vim. I can't go anymore though. So I just jump back down again. Okay. I get a lot of Vim while we're here, but I don't think I get it all. Simply because, well, you've seen the way I do this. There's so much stuff that I just walk right past and don't pay any attention to. Even when I'm actually looking to collect up as much of this stuff as I can, I still don't get it all. Is that what I look like as I'm running along? Ugly squatty. It's over here. All rats.
I don't
Nice.
We're not alone. That's one way to get that cool.
Brood mother, no less. And we're somewhere. We haven't been here before. More antifreeze. Well, that's good. Oh, look, it's the pipper. We have found our gold. So, oh good, I don't have to dismount to do this. I can just stand here and do it.
Got it.
Alright, we can go in.
That'll do it.
Alright, so we go in. And this is just the terminal for the other side of the door. Alright, elevator. Let's see where it goes. Here we go. Fortunately, this is short, so I don't have to do any editing to make it tolerable.
Ground floor.
Alright, here we go. There's a body. There's fungus. There's a body. There's stuff. There's an unmarked grave. And inside the unmarked grave, we have Avery's skull. We have Avery's locket. And we have a tape.
Is it going to be painful?
Yes. It's going to be like having everything you are ripped out and replaced with something else. Someone else.
I'm ready. I wish I could say goodbye to everyone.
No one else can know. This isn't just about infiltrating Far Harbor. It's about becoming the human that synths drawn here need to meet. Reasonable. Willing to accept them as just another living
Signs
thing.
of life detected.
No greater
Scanning.
or lesser than humanity itself.
If you need assistance,
You will
please
be
approach
part
the
of
intercom.
bridge between our two worlds. That all vanishes the moment anyone discovers that it's been manufactured. That you're a synth.
Did she have to die? The woman I'm replacing? God, she looks so peaceful lying there.
Don't. Please. That blood is on my hands, not yours.
Alright, since we started this other conversation, let's go finish it.
Scanning. Approved user detected. Synth prototype. Unlocking medical area door.
This thing knows what I am? How? Just who are you?
I am Kai 1.1, a computer intelligence designed to control medical facilities, specifically the room through that door. You match all specifications for an approved user. Personally speaking, they were very narrow.
This must be Dima's handiwork. Guess he never thought another prototype synth would be on the island. Might as well grab anything useful we find in there.
Okay, so we have actually found the important information. We could actually leave now and it would be no problem. But we would be shortchanging ourselves on stuff. So we'll do this. And we'll grab this. And we'll come over here and we'll grab more of this stuff. It's just scrap. It'll be good for building. More scrap. We've got an ended steamer trunk with stuff. And we have this.
Perfect.
This is one of the... This seems to be hotly debated because it's, you know, it's lighter and it uses 5.56 ammo and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And everybody seems to think, but it's not lighter. It's the same weight as the
Heads up.
typical combat
That's what I
rifle and
got.
all this. It's like, it's lighter than the assault rifle that uses the 5.56. Okay? This gives you a lighter weapon to use. All of that, 5.56 is so hard to find. Really? Every turret you destroy gives you 5.56 ammo. All of these super mutants running around with these assault weapons has 5.56 ammo. It's like, I usually have all of this ammo that I can't do anything with. So now I've got a December's Child that I can, you know, hype up like any other combat rifle. And it will only weigh what any other combat rifle weighs. instead of the assault rifles, which weigh more and are so stupid looking. So really, this is a good grab. You know, don't listen to those people. I don't think they know what they're talking about. They're comparing it to other combat rifles instead of comparing it to other rifles that use this ammunition. Ammunition. Did I say that weird? I think I said that weird. Ammunition. Oh well. Okay, there don't appear to be any. Doesn't appear to be anything down here. See, it's been a long game. It's got my English skills hampered. And in here, we've got a empty terminal. Got a few odds and ends. Pelvis bones. What about here? More industrial oil. More ammo. Another Vim Pop. And nothing here. Now see, the problem now is that we have now entered the I'm looking for the last thing and I'm not finding it. And yes, we've been here, we've done that, so we've been through here, we came through this way, so we can go back out through this way, I guess. It's 3 o'clock and 3:30 in the morning. Like the local map will do me any good. The local map, unlike the regional map, which actually tells you something, since we've found everything else, we have done most of the factory. We have found most of what we were looking for. What we are not finding, and what we don't find, is the research and development section. Because the research and development section is where you get all of the recipes for all the Vim Pops. So you can make your own Vim Pop. So if you've drunk all of your Vim Pop, you can make more. And you can make whatever you want to. And I should have went out that door before. But instead, see, here we are. This is us repeating, just basically retracing our steps and getting nowhere with it. There's only one even remotely interesting thing that happens while we're doing all of this. And I don't even remember when that happens. It does happen before I actually speed things up to try and make this thing not be forever to finish. See? There's the mole rats we killed. Okay, listen carefully. Did you hear those heavy footsteps? That would be Grrr. And that terminal would release Grrr. Now, in theory, I could release Grrr and I could use my big boy on him, and it would probably be an easy fight. There's not really anything in there worth getting, to be honest with you. It's just a trunk with a few trinkets in it or something. What I'm looking for is not with Grrr. And actually, after having checked a few things, what I'm looking for, I probably walked right past. Because at the time, I was looking for a terminal, but it's not a terminal. It's one of these big computer console thingies. You know, like when you go past the wall and you see these banks of, what is this? Is this a computer or what? And yes, we've been there. So, And I keep studiously avoiding ways out of this place and ways to end this video. It's 55 minutes at this point. I could have walked outside. We could have gotten away from... See, this is what I need to be looking for, one of these things. So now that I remember that this is what I'm looking for, I'm now going to all of these and I'm, just scanning them for the opportunity to click on them. But I'm in the wrong place. And so it's like we're just wasting time now because I didn't pick it up when I should have. And apparently the easier way to find it would be to it's supposedly near the CEO's office. It's on the roof of the building, out there somewhere, on one of those console thingies. So it's not here near the tasting room, which you would think would be a good place for it, but that's not where it is. And it's not this console. And yes, I'm overweight. So here we just decided to drop stuff because I can't dump any more of it on Nick, because he's overloaded too. Ball peen hammers are really... You get wood. And it's like...
You sure we're not gonna need that?
Not that useful. Oh look, it's our friendly neighborhood protect
and
friend.
serve.
And now I'm trying to force myself to not pick up anything more. Here we go. We've decided to finally fast forward through some of this nonsense. I go around and it's like, yes, I've been here before too. Hi. Now we're down at the bottom. Hi, we're back where we were before. Yes, we've done this before too. It's not that console. It's not those consoles. Oh, it's ridiculous. And I'm doing this again. Like this is going to be... It's insanity! Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Might have been better off to just jump down there. I've looked at these consoles. I really have. And we drop down here. And there's some odds and ends here that are useful. But I leave most of them because I don't have space to carry them. But fortunately, I can just... you would think this would be more important since it's out of the... Well, it does have the... lever action rifle there. Not that a short lever action rifle is that exciting. But it is what it is. Okay, I can afford to pick up a fork.
Take a man smarter than me to tell you what all this did.
I see an exit sign. So I think I've finally reached the point where I realize I have to leave. And now I'm over again. So we're back in the corporate headquarters. In a door I obviously haven't done. So now yes, I have finally given up. It's time to leave. That goes down into water, so we need to go the other way. This is water. There's the hole in the floor. So this is not the right way. We need to go the other way. We need to go up. Up, 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 up. Ooh, there's light.
A noise?
Welcome to your last man.
Let's play the
One you walk away from.
And now he's gone. Soft-shell mirelurk meat is a useful thing to have because you can use it to attract cats. That's what your cat traps require. Alright, we are now going to try to sneak out of here so we can just end this. It's been a very long day. It really has. Okay, we're hidden. So we should be able to jump. Not this. Not this. Here we go. Echo Lake Lumber. We'll jump here. Alright. It's daytime. It's red storm time. Why is it every time I jump into this settlement, it's a red storm? Or at least it seems every time I jump into this settlement, it's a red storm. Alright, let's unload. Alright, so there's that. Now let's unload Nick.
Heads up.
Go ahead. Whatever you need.
What I should have done was given him the coffee tins I was carrying. But I didn't do that. So now we'll just grab all of his stuff. Well, not all of his stuff. It would make things a lot easier, but sometimes you don't want all of the stuff from your companion. Alright, now let's go over here. Let's give him my coffee tins. Give him back the cooking oil.
Building a collection or something?
I think I've said it before, but you need the cooking oil to build the donut fryer. That's the only reason you need it. Alright, it's basically 8 o'clock in the morning. It's really time to go out and start another day. But instead, since I've already been at this for over an hour, we're going to call this... We're going to pretend that I'm going to bed. How's that? So, thanks for watching this long episode. And watch the dog do little tricks on the ground. Watch out for the fog crawlers. We'll see you in the next episode, okay? Bye.